Okay, guys, I have a dilemma. This is a shelf arranging dilemma, if you want to call it that. So, as you know, since you've seen a few of my videos by now, this is my collection of Star Trek starships, the Eagle Moss collection. There's no other brand that's involved over here. All right, now I bought this shelf a year ago, okay, a little over a year ago. I bought it in early August of 2015. It's now October. This is Today is October the 3rd. By the time you view this, it might be a few days later. Anyhow, so when I bought this shelf, it wasn't actually, it didn't have this many rows. Uh, I added them, or rather, I asked the furniture shop to actually add a few rows. It didn't have this many, so they did some adjustment, did some arranging for me, and then they got me more rows. Okay, and so I told them it was actually for displays and for books, and that's why this is the arrangement. So I could have actually told them to make these the height for these racks, for these rows over here, much smaller, maybe around this height, and I could have actually fitted in more. Okay, but since I didn't, the plan was after that, maybe a month or so after that, the plan was to actually get another shelf, same dimensions, keep it over here. All right, maybe move this a little this side. I just got an old chair over there. Anyhow, that was the plan. Buy two of these, display all my Star Trek starships, and maybe keep some other stuff as well. All right, as you can see on top, I've got a few other things, non-Star Trek related stuff on top. Anyway, now I just did a little rearranging over here. This row over here, this bottom one, which has got just three ships, was filled with boxes. Okay, and I put the boxes in here for now. I'm not planning on keeping any of these starships in the bottom row. I'll probably keep it for some other stuff. Right now, it's got some of the boxes, and it's got one of the broken starships, and it's got it's got my old laptop. Okay, which I don't use anymore. Anyhow, so this is the rearrangement that I did. This was what it was originally. The original plan was this would be the enterprise shelf, and I've got 7 so far. I can possibly see myself adding 2, maybe 3. All right, this would be my Deep Space Nine shelf. As you can see, I've got 7 of those. There's a keychain at the back, but this would be my Deep Space Nine ships that are particular to Deep Space Nine shelf. This would be my Voyager one, and the the fourth one over here would be assorted aliens, mainly focusing on Romulans and Klingon. All right, that's what I was planning. Now, as the collection grows, the list of I'm cherry picking these. I'm not buying all of them. So as the list of what I want grows, I know I'm going to need another shelf. All right, or I'm going to have to do get the carpenter here, or get the woodwork guy over here, and make more rows. But I think I wish I had thought of that earlier, but I think the best option would be to get another shelf. Right. In the meantime, how do I display these 5 shelves over here, 5 rows? Like I said, assorted aliens, and then below I was thinking either go for an enterprise ships only right now, or go with what I'm doing right now, different starships from the Federation. Okay, so as you can see, we've got 3 ships: the Akira, the Reliant, and the Intrepid, in the bottom shelf, on the 5th shelf. Okay, so I was thinking that, or put Enterprise, put all ships that were in Enterprise. So if I were to put ships from Enterprise only, I would have this Intrepid, yes, and I would have 2 for the Klingon fleet, the 22nd Century Bird of Prey, and this one, the Augment ship. I would have the Xindi insectoid ship. I would have the Andorian class, the Kumari, and the Nausicaan raider. I would have the drone vessel, and I would have the Vulcan Dakir class. Cool. And I wasn't thinking of adding the NX Enterprise, but there is an NX Enterprise in the Mirror universe, and I thought of putting that over there. So I was thinking either going Enterprise ships only, but then I'll be stuck with other versions. So similarly here the shuttles. So I only bought 3 of them, and the stands get knocked off very easily when I have the fan switched over, or if there's a nice breeze blowing in and it's getting dusty. I'm rambling, but yeah. So I was thinking assorted Federation ships along with these shuttles at the bottom, or Enterprise ships alone at the bottom. So that is my current dilemma. I'm not really sure. Look, by the time I buy more ships and I get the second shelf, the arrangement could change once again. But I still like the idea of keeping series related ships like the DS9 rack, the Voyager rack, and definitely I should have because I don't think TNG has that many ships unique to them. Neither does TOS. TOS definitely doesn't have that many. So I was wondering as to what would be the best way for now. I still am not sure. So before I had the bottom rack, the fifth rack cleaned out, before I had that row cleaned out, I was actually thinking Enterprise. But after I cleaned it out and then I put these over there, I was getting ships to rearrange. I was thinking, maybe it shouldn't be Enterprise. For now, I'll put it assorted Federation ships. So I'm still confused. I don't really know how I'm going to go. So yeah, that's pretty much it, because I really do like to have one shelf Klingon, and because I think Romulan and Klingon ships are going to be a lot more. So definitely I would like, and there are a couple remember, I'm cherry picking, I'm not taking all of them. So there are a couple of like Klingon ships, for example, that I'm not really that keen on. So I don't know what to do. So far, that's a nice dilemma to have. But anyway, probably in a couple of months, I might get the second shelf built and I'll keep it over here. And I have to replace a couple of ships because I broke this one, for example, and I broke the 22nd century that's the one from Enterprise, the Romulan Bird of Prey, Romulan Warbird. It is the Bird of Prey. Excuse me. So not really sure what exactly I'm going to do. And the thing is, when I have the second shelf, I also plan to be getting other stuff. Like if you remember, I have my Cylon model, so I might get a few of other ships as well from other series, maybe a few action figures of some other science fiction stuff. So I'm not really sure exactly where I'm going to go. I wish I had more space, and definitely wish I had more money, then I didn't have to wait so much. Okay, so definitely Star Trek starships are the gem of my collection. So that's what I'm concentrating on right now. I haven't bought anything else except for that Cylon action figure, which was going for a very cheap price. So I've been rambling on quite a little too much. If you have any suggestions, please do put it in the comment section below. Thank you guys. Bye.